Fort George is situated at Ardersier, 11 miles east of Inverness. We first went to Fort George on a dull drizzly day just for something to do. I expected a boring afternoon looking at old ruins and plaques. I was completely mistaken. Typical of Scotland, the weather turned within an hour and the sun came out. Our visit to Fort George exceeded my expectations by a mile. If you think it's just another pile of rocks with plaques, then think again. This place is fascinating, and its position on the Moray Firth is pretty spectacular to say the least. Fort George was built after the Jacobite uprising and the Battle of Culloden as a secure base for the army of King George II. It took 22 years to build, by which time the Jacobite threat had subsided. It's the biggest fort in Britain, if not Europe, and at the time the idea was to garrison soldiers across Scotland in forts at Inverness, Fort Augustus and Fort William. Fort George is still a manned garrison and there's soldiers on duty there now. The grounds are huge and the fort boasts an unbelievable 1.6 kilometres of massive walls. Within the garrison buildings there's a really good selection of exhibits and museums full of historic artefacts to look at. Including a piece of Adolf Hitler's desk and his dispatch box taken from his bunker in Berlin. Oh yes, and I nearly forgot to mention, there's a nice cafe there too. The view from the rampart is simply stunning. You can look out across the Moray Firth at Rosemile Quay in the distance, a charming little place with a nice little beach that's well worth a visit. Fort George's position is also perfect for controlling access to the Moray Firth, as it's built at a pinch point opposite Chanonry Point, and that's another place that's worth a visit too. Fort George is one of the many local attractions. If you're in the area, then do yourself a favour and put it on your list of places to visit.